last 4-point game?
No, I don't. It was a while ago, probably. I actually have no clue. But yeah, it was a fun game.
How'd that feel?
Yeah, no, it felt good. Obviously, I'm just happy we got the win, and thought we played great as a team. 60 minutes today, so very happy with the game today.
Broberg, have you been, as the season has gone on, just focused on things you can do offensively to help this team out, and I guess you like the results so far?
Yeah, I'm just trying to play my game, and that's a two-way game. I take a lot of pride in being good defensively, but when I see the opportunity to jump, I try to jump as well.
Is there something within the system that's enabled you to do that, especially now since Monty has come in?
Yeah, I think just trusting all the guys in the locker room that if you go up, that somebody will take care of you behind you. So I think it's been good so far, and we just got to keep this thing going.
So many points for you early in the season, and then there was a stretch where maybe there weren't the points. I know you had the injury, and now some points again. Is it something you're doing differently, or just doesn't matter if you focus on the points, they just come?
Like I said, I just try to focus on getting better every day, and start some practice and just working on my game, and that's both defensively and offensively. Trying to get that shot through from the point. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're playing really confident right now. I think we just got a recipe that works, and a game plan that everybody believes in, and guys are playing for each other, and it's a good vibe in here for sure.
Is it almost just a great feeling that you feel like you can't do anything wrong right now? Everything you do is so positive.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just going to test to our work ethic. I think guys are putting the work in on the ice, off the ice, in the gym. We're working for each other, and we're dialed in practice too. So, and the biggest thing too is we're just working smart in those games. We're getting pucks to the goal line, playing to our team identity, and good results have been happening.
Where does the hit on Carey rank for you in terms of your best hits?
I don't know where it ranks best hits, but I know I got blown up the shift before, so I was a little angry going into that shift, and it just happened perfectly there. So definitely probably one of my bigger ones.
When you're doing those things and the hounding of the pucks and just the forecheck and it's leading to your offense, does that make you feel more proud that you're able to do the little things that set up the big things for you?
Yeah, 100%. I think just every game you got to be consistent with that. You can't get complacent and think it's going to come a little easier. Some games you just got to sometimes put the nose down, go to work, go to work in the corners, get pucks back, and when I'm playing with two special players like Shenner and Ruzi, just got to get them the puck, and once we get the puck in the ozone, we click pretty well. So, I try to implement that in my game for sure.
What stuck out to you tonight about Broberg's game?
He was flying tonight. I think he's been flying all year, but especially tonight, he's just looking so confident out there. His skating ability leads the offense all the time. I always call him a one-man breakout because it seems like every time he gets it back there and starts skating, he gets it up the ice. So he was incredible tonight, and I think it just shows how good of a player he is, and I think he's got a huge ceiling too. I think he's only scratching the surface.
Jim, did you just set the tone for this game, the way you played in that first period, especially?
Yes, we did. But I got to be honest, the way we practice in a morning skate, I don't put usually much into the morning skate. We had a day off, and I could see we really had juice. I thought it was the crispest, and I remember Jimmy Johnson with the Dallas Cowboys once. They were getting ready to play in the NFC Championship against the 49ers. And he said, after they practiced so well, he goes, we're going to be really good tomorrow. And they blew the 49ers out. And I just had that feeling that we were going to be really good tonight. And that first 30 minutes of the game is probably the best hockey we've played all year.
What do you know practices? What really stands out?
There's just a pace and a purpose to what they're doing, and they're just doing it naturally, and their smiles on their face, and they're loving doing things right. Really professional, and they're loving it. And then we went out and played like that.
The biggest difference from tonight versus Saturday and Sunday was just energy levels. Is it rest?
Yes. It's hard to get rest with the schedule we're in right now, and it was you could see our guys had another level of juice that we've been playing with prior to.
Jim, speaking of your perspective, we can see or say Broberg and watch the highlights, watch him do things. From your perspective, what do you see that makes him who he is?
Well, he's such a gifted player. He loves the game of hockey. He's always He has a thirst for knowledge, wants to get better. Every time he's watching video, he's locked in. And the part of his game that's really progressed is his offensive side of the game. He attacks really good areas now. He plays high percentage offensive hockey, and I think it's only going to continue. I mean, I know he had 4 points tonight, but it will continue to get better in his career. He's so young.
What's been the keys in this 7-game streak?
I think it's just selfless, committed hockey to the process the way we believe we need to play in order to have success. And everyone's playing well. Our top 6 are scoring. They're playing defense. Our bottom 6 are scoring, and they're hanging on the pucks and protecting pucks. And our decor has been really solid. And we're missing 2 of our top players. And goaltending. I mean, Benner, I didn't like the last 9 minutes of the second, and Benner had to make 4 or 5 really big-time saves, and he made them look easy.
Jim, as far as Holloway is concerned, he makes that hit on Carey that kind of sets up the first goal, and just the tenacity that he plays with. Do those kinds of things really fuel and set him up for what he does offensively, that he's willing and able to do those things?
Well, I just think he's such a confident player right now that the physicality is just becoming more and more, and he's realizing how physically dominant he can be physically, but also offensively and defensively. It's impressive to watch. His confidence just seems to gain layers.
How about the last month kind of shifted about the ceiling of
About the what?
the ceiling of your team and what you might be able to do?
Well, I see a team that's getting more and more confident, and we see it in the way we practice. We see it in the way we walk into the room, or we get on a plane. It's good, but it's we got to enjoy this, and we got to get ready for our next game. We got a big 2-game road trip, so that's been the most impressive part, is how we've stayed in the moment. We're not relishing the past, the wins. We're getting focused on the next day.
There's been so much talk about Vancouver, Calgary, Utah. Do you feel like your guys looked at it and said, heck, let's catch Minnesota?
Again, I don't think we've looked at it that way. I think we've just looked at controlling our own games. And I have not had a conversation with a player about Calgary, about Minnesota, about Vancouver, about Utah. I'm sure they're talking amongst themselves like us coaches talk amongst ourselves. But when we're all together, it's been real business-like about the present.
How does it feel to be undefeated at home in the month of March?
Feels good because we needed to do it. No, it feels good. The fans, again, our Blues, the Blue Note fans have been incredible here during this run.
I know at some point maybe some people quit talking about the offer sheet, that happened last summer. But do you think it's a combination of opportunity that they're given here plus motivation to prove that they're worth it, what they did? Do you think that that's what's led to this success for the 2 of them?
Well, I think that anytime you go to Stanley Cup finals, you gain a lot of confidence because you're playing in big moments and you're playing at the highest intensity possible. And they both had success. I think that gave them a lot of confidence. And then they're really committed athletes. And the opportunity that they've been given here has been amplified compared to, and they would not have got, especially Holloway would not have gotten that opportunity, not for a couple of years anyways. So I think you combine all those things. I'm just really grateful that they're Blues.